A fade breach.
Fade a breach?
Damn, we get the fade back.
These are both unique.
We have a
comps right
Cypher.
now in the fracture meta. I like KRU's choice here. I like the fade breach combo with the raise. Oh, this is going to be such an interesting game because KRU hasn't even played fracture since I think like August of last year. So there is hardly any footage of this team on this map. And
Don't I use the judge to bail out my bad aim? Oh yeah.
All right, weird comp. Weird comp, and it's where you got to put all the marbles. It's the final map of the series. It's Evil Geniuses and KRU. Both teams still hunting for their first series victory here in VCT Americas. Back over to Van Cillian Rib one more time for the call.
Weird comms, but hopefully good comms in this third map. Final one for Fracture.
I mean, they play a lot differently, CJ. There is a big difference between what you can and can't do on a Jet and like on a raise.
13-11 from 2 maps. Now we get the third one. Is it gonna
Jet
go
is
overtime? I mean, I feel
definitely a certain set style where you can disrespect a lot and you can get away with doing crazy things. Whereas Raze, not so much, and you kind of have to think a bit more about positioning, especially.
And I think we just looked last time, it was a Neon and a Chamber over here for KRU, so they are obviously spinning that roulette to figure out a new composition. And Demon 1
Travis team plans tomorrow.
With Com as well.
How are they doing at the moment? I haven't actually, honestly, haven't even had time to check in. Okay, EG on defense, KRU on attack. Last map we have.
And figure it out. So a lot of times you don't get the Sova.
Okay.
So let's see how it works out.
We have a lot of guns. Triple ghost for both teams.
So we're hoping that gets rushed off here by Combo. We're starting things off with EG pushing off the fault line assist from
a lot of damage has been done here, though.
So the first blood for KRU into the round.
Those are re-peaked as well on the
Sova. I still think the Sova could be alright. Like I'm pretty open to it.
Or underneath. The re-hit to come in as they are watching the flank, and they've really got EG sorted now, moving across the map. EG thinks it's a hit to the other side, and joke's on EG. Here goes KRU into B.
Not into that contact, so Jogimo's actually rotating back towards Arcade. The pitches are coming through. You need a strong hold from Ethan, but gets instantly popped by Kesden inside the site. Great util to push out the defenders. Pain shells. Calm actually gets a nice shock dart.
I was going to say, I was thinking the nades was going to get a good amount of damage.
Plant comes down for KRU. Retake attempt now for Demon 1 and Calm.
Yeah, they're all off site.
Line and flash. Ready and waiting as soon as the smoke dissipates on the defense. There it is, Klaus with the Sheriff. And Demon 1 has to come up huge with this ghost. I mean, there's going to be a haunt, then there's going to be a tap and a flash. There's that swing.
That's disgusting. Nicely played from them, though. Everything was perfect in that one.
Any of those pistols last game, but they find the first one here in the
one
third
for one.
map.
All close games. The Sage and Pearls hyping up got absolutely rolled. They probably just used it the same though, right? You need to mix up all the kind of styles of the Sage. I like how they just wall off B though. I think it's actually really nice. Like late wall off B.
What's the positioning?
It's cool.
North side for everybody. They're going.
Yeah, if they're just using it the same for
full push through, they actually
kind of a one and done.
If
you don't mix it up. Right, in terms of this one, okay, we're actually buying out pistols, trying to get the bonus round a little bit better. It's the Fnatic take.
How long do they stay to gather a gun though? Do they go back to that position? I think KRU protects it. For
nicely done from KRU. They have the exact same take as Fnatic in terms of arcade.
Whatever weapons that they had on Kesnet, salvaging at least.
They do lose one with this though, but
forward later into the round.
That's a good sign at least.
Yeah, that's going to be watched over by Nags. No problem about losing that. The death ball of classics stay together for EG. We'll see if they can add some cheese to this classic.
Just fair fault line back available for Ethan.
Sickening.
Comes in.
Oh.
15 HP left on Nags in. Meanwhile, all the rest of EG are falling down. More econ damage if you can. 40 seconds left. McCom is now pinned. Aftershock to flush him out. That could have been a different story though if
yeah, that really could have been different. That could have been a gun that went down that I think would have changed everything. Right, they're going to get 3 rifles and 2 pistols into this, so it's an okay bonus.
So Evil Geniuses is going to feel really good about this.
We'll see what they try and do.
Has the first 2. And they know if they lost the players,
Do you reckon they
it'd be a
just,
lower buy.
do you reckon they just
So
have
they
all
gotta
of
play this
Fnatic
accordingly.
stuff?
Still a strat towards B. Nothing put up on the other side. They may be calling the audible here. Usually we see if Nags is going to go towards the north side, they put the cam up. Oh, okay. He just wanted to come back to put the cam. A reconsideration of what flank will be watched. He'll do it personally on the top side.
Kezin's already running up. Ping to break the tower, the turret.
Good amount of prep into this one.
And now orbs will be collected. It was actually 2 shares. You mentioned what economy we had here for Crew. Not too much. So getting these orbs might be the plan.
Damn, it's like I'm watching Fnatic on this map. They're doing a lot of similar stuff.
To move in, but Jogimo wants to prevent that. Moved all the way up towards A halls. There's the contact in
They
the
definitely based it on
to
them.
delay them even more.
Oh, that's big.
That's nice though.
Ooh, the spray couldn't get the kill, and he's the one that comes out more damaged.
They maybe go back to B on this after all the pressure. They destroyed the Killjoy utility just a bit ago, but they're only tempting A. They haven't gone in.
Ethan with the off angle, trying to get pushed
Damn.
out.
Oh, they're going
with
in.
support from Jogimo, the kill too. But we fight back. Nagsek on the lurk from drop. A 3 versus 3 comes in. Let's make that a 2 versus 2.
He has
Set up
all.
at least
He has Brim ult
guarantee
for
some
this
sort
one.
of plant, or attempt some sort of plant
Demon
into the A
has
site.
double smoke though.
As finally Melzer's moving in. Melzer's also moving in when he already has the orbital strike.
Does he
So maybe
insta
trying to
ult?
get him off site would be a huge one.
Oh, he's going to use it.
Already has it out.
What's the cue
Looking to
though? When he
use it
has a
off,
smoke?
potentially
When this
even
guy
a
takes
trap.
contact?
Getting shot.
Right in front of the site. Yeah, right in front of the site.
Demon though, still perfect trades from both of these teams. Busio on a 1 versus 1. Sentinel rolls on both.
No
Busio flicks it for the
way!
kill.
11 HP. I was gonna say it's a nice
EG
reposition
comes
from
back
him.
for the defuse, the first round on the board. But for both teams, it's looking that Crew has way more economy moving into the next round.
Yeah, the way the round was played, right? It was only sheriffs. They weathered
11
the
HP.
storm, still losing everybody.
Okay.
But they will be able to buy even though they lose the round. It's playing the game that you're thinking
Money's being
about
really
ahead,
low.
right? Setting
It's gonna be a
everything
massive
into
swing round.
place.
Yeah, it's
Even if you
really,
have a
really
bit of
good
trouble.
bonus. They're gonna be gutted they didn't
Even
win
though
it
they have
still
trouble
though.
this round, the buy comes in for them on the second one, and really nicely played there by EG to get back in, play it slow, and realize they were going to
They
get hit
win
by
the round
orbital
in
strike.
a eco
Boostio
or
clears
low
it,
by this.
as
That's
we
just
see
how
Nags
bad
gonna
it
get
is
caught by a
econ wise.
wisp of
So
smoke there in the last
this
frag.
is a very good chance for Crew to stack this up in
There's
EG. It's
potentially
important that
some
they do
sort
a
of
lot
play
of
to try to
damage in
get
this one.
Joggle back into some
And
positioning.
that's a good start.
Trying to get an orb on top of that. Meanwhile, 3 players of EG just stacked up towards
Keep an eye on this
A
double
long.
push.
So nobody watching the north side. The
Oh
pinch
boy,
comes
they
in.
went there.
Allowing the showstopper to come out, letting right in front of
What the hell is that
Somehow a flash still comes through. Joggle gets picked off, and the smoke comes down from the brimstone outside of Melzer before he gets picked off to allow Crew to fall back.
God, look what all the
Wait.
action is on the beginning of this, right
Oh,
where
God.
Crew spawns. EG instantly pinches in and Crew is forced to activate a
These
strategy
games,
now moving
this
towards
map,
B-site, 3v3
just this matchup in
situation.
general is
Busio blinded,
so
the
mad.
jump
Keeping on the
spot, trying
fade,
to get
making a
the
big
spray.
play.
Now push away from the aftershock, but there's the pinch. The flank coming out from Klaus. Pushing out towards Canteen, the backstab in the kill.
Fade ult if you want it.
Calm is so low on HP. Thankfully, at least Demon 1 is able to pick up a Phantom. Oh, the timing on this. He's gonna get this one. The headshot to Kesnet. Forcing
Oh
out the
my
early rolling
goodness.
thunder. Trying to get a stun kill if he can.
They
It's all
might
up
think that he's
the rookie.
arcade because they fade ulted this a while ago.
The tryout.
Okay, they're
Moving
just
now
gonna let him
into this
touch
B
spike.
site.
It's fine.
Fault line now caused to be used by Davey as Demon 1 taps onto that spike. Flash still available. Demon 1 gets it halfway, walking into the smoke. Clouds
Okay.
gets the sneaky
Nicely
kill.
handled. Right, this is the full by now.
Unfortunate showstopper
EG
there
did
coming
enough
out from
damage.
Jogimo.
I think
At least
that
keeps
shows
their
how
money
much chaos
really low for this,
was
so yeah,
actually
it's gonna be
in
an
that
important one. They have
instance
some
in the
ults into this.
atmosphere when they were
They have
pressing
to
their
win this
pressuring
one, though.
spawn. And yeah,
They have
evil
to.
Genius is pressuring
Does
spawn
someone-
that early into the round. So it's getting wild here. And looking at this Crew composition, it becomes so oppressive with having the fade now. We don't actually see that much
Yeah, it's a
fade
very
lately
good round
with
for
the
EG
die we
considering
have
that they
coming in.
low
So
bought
these
for this.
combos we're getting, we remember how good fade is at just kind of laying that utility out. If you're in a 1v1, you're basically done. But if you layer that with Breach, you layer that with a rush.
Oh, they changed it up. They have,
yeah, Crew has.
They have variations of. Damn, that's a good sign for Crew. They have variations of arcade take.
Crew's attacking. but we'll see guns back. 2 ults for EG here to stave off.
It's not much
some
of a
these
switch
hits.
up as there's a
As
flash
Crew
instead
goes
of the
now
stun,
from
but it's
Arcade
interesting at
underneath.
least.
That flank is still watched by Nags. And picked up by Nags too. They've been waiting for the EG push almost every time, Vansily.
Big ult to get all of that information. Crew now seeing that it's a passive play from the EG members out towards the spawn. Pain shells even to clear out more space. No sprays, no kills through sprays. That's been the underlying storyline, at least, to start in this series. And then
Oh my
Hunter
goodness.
Fury actually does get a ping and a kill. A 3 versus 3 with the spike going down. Demon 1 catches Klaus running across for a plant at default. Nice recon dart as well. Coming out from Com. Pushing Kiss into the default spot. And then Trey comes through.
Crazy rounds.
What
Alright,
amazing
they
utility
used
there
3
for
ults into it
EG.
though.
On that hold of the B side.
Right?
Had to delay, needed to layer it perfectly, not on top, but one after the other. And they pick up ults within that round. So EG still has answers to keep coming in, keep this roll of rounds going. And I love that dart. It's fired at the top of Canteen. Really cheeky there to be able to get close and far in the sight of how it would
Yeah,
reach
and
the
they pushed
30
them down
meters
to
there on
eco
the
as well.
recon bolt. All right.
So it was nice. They had a good understanding of how important that round was. And we can definitely say that the eco, in terms of the round, like after they won that third round, was definitely worse.
EG wants to fight back. Boombot getting the kill at the Klaus, giving the advantage for EG. Just sprays
This
the
is
smoke.
manic.
That's what I'm talking about.
Also, identifying the
Nah, I
blast
stood
path
for
happened
the first game. I probably should
instantly know you
stand,
would find
but
Kesnet door. EG
I'm also
acted on that in just
feeling real
moments.
lazy today.
Well, it was a lower buy for Crew.
Yeah.
Melzer and Nags, at least for their troubles, could do a little bit more damage if they can. Well, they still have the spike on their back. They still have the map to work with. Or potentially
Yeah,
in
you
their
gotta
sights.
save that energy, Kojak.
And even EG forfeiting their positions.
Yeah, it's so good, Sheriff, man.
Picked up here from Crew after this initial.
All right, I
fight
appreciate you.
towards A main.
I'll probably message you after the Pacific games tomorrow. I say game.
So EG has been retaliating really well. If we look at how the rounds are playing out, when the reads from previous maps to now, where EG has been
30 seconds
able
left.
to pinch their opponents, able to follow opponents across maps from the series we've seen. It was all about finishing. It was coming together during the fight. They seem to have shored up that side of the battle.
Last player standing.
Melzer made it behind at least for a bit, but it's a
Damn,
stinger.
yeah, they really.
It's a stinger that
This was
only
how they were
stings
gonna play
Com,
it. They
still
really
turns
should have
around
switched
for the
guns.
kill. EG ties up the game 3-3 with a lot of players
Still
alive.
though, low buy from Crew. Nicely done from EG. They at least
Much more
get some money from that.
orchestrated in how EG is playing these situations. Like we said, right place, right time to have these things play in your favor.
You're loving
Really
watching this.
reading
Sometimes the
pressure
chaos is pretty
well.
fun. I'm
Like
not gonna lie.
the push forward, Jogamo's utility through that, how much they need to get to dedicate to the smokes. Everything seems to be playing out there to get these few rounds back.
Yeah.
Top side. So actually, it's all 5 on the same side for once this
God.
time for Crew here. They're really set to try and take a fight here on North.
And Ethan just wanted to fight
This
back
was
right
a
away to
nice
fault line to
change
push
up
them out.
though from EG, and they kind of punished them for using the same default.
So much
So that was good. They managed to fight this back. I like
Yeah,
that
seems to be
thinking.
the early game plan for Crew,
There.
definitely.
What is the call from Crew? Prowler
It's a
goes
reclear,
out,
right?
clears
You
everywhere, and they
force them
just
to use
retake
all
this.
of that
It's
utility
very
again, or at
proactive
least
at
a
the
bit,
moment from
to
EG.
get into this site, hurting their second
Are they gonna?
player, hurting
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say,
re-hit
are they gonna
back.
even think that they've
That was
taken this
close.
back, or could be up
Little
close?
damage on both sides. Rolling Thunder goes through, and they're forced
They did
back
that
up
from
on the side
so
of Crew. So
far
EG using
back.
one of their
It's
two
not even
ults here.
funny.
We're continuing to push and pull
Yeah.
in this moment from both of these teams. But now, little by little, the utilities dwindling for EG on this initial fight, on the attempt of a hold towards Arcade. And Crew's going to try it for a third time. So it's calm and a jiggle. Now fault line. The Crew not really satcheling into that. It's just still using utility to push him back. Oh no, Ethan might get caught, but flicks back for the kill onto Kesnet. 30 seconds left on the clock. Jogamo fighting in. A tray comes off. As Calm is still holding up towards the B heavens. There was a lockdown being used
Spike down.
that would not
B.
allow Hero Crew to get into the site, with the exception of this. Melzer with the lurk kill. But there's only 10 seconds left.
Yeah, can't win this one.
Yep, that button works.
Tactical dance. Nice.
Round still comes in for EG as they take the lead now on Fracture.
Another few ultimates allowing them to acquire these rounds. And yeah, I think you were right. The Ethan kill was really the start of that debacle for
What
Crew.
HP?
Once
Yeah,
he
that
wasn't even looking the right way. 3 coming up
breaks
lane.
the econ
and
again.
Once you were able to stop that,
What
push
kind of
from
breaks
lane,
it? They're released
Sight
down to
didn't
low
have the
buy.
control of the main and
You
the
get
tower that they wanted. We
2-9
actually
again,
saw
sorry.
Nags rushing late into tower just to meet someone's vandal. So you saw how chaotic it got for Crew.
You're
That
done
round
after that
and
one?
strategy not
That one
being
wasn't
able
too
to
bad.
put to fruition. Or come
That
to
one-
fruition,
that
I
one
should
wasn't
say.
too
4-3
bad.
here. 3 rounds now.
The
for
breach
EG.
always a
They
little bit
felt this from
questionable.
Crew on the last map. They could not find a way in, but here they have an answer for everything Crew is bringing. Rush towards Satellite. Bit of a partial buy here. Kesin on the Hero Phantom. If they can get an early kill, that Cypher ultimate's going to pay off big here. A little delay. Yeah, it looks like they will gamble. Not really gamble. 3-2 stack for EG. They don't have to worry about this low buy. Playing it smart.
Yeah. Kisnet with the kill. An ult from Nags. Potentially even a plant coming out from Melzor Davies. They could be looking pretty good into this round. So Kisnet still is looking
Let's
for this
see.
first blood. Swings
I was
down,
gonna
but it's
say, I
stopped
thought
by
he was gonna
Demon
try and
One.
fake this with more util. If he got that kill, I think this would have been in different rounds. Would have kept the rotate there. Would have been like a
Slow
3-2.
down Crew. Actually fantastic. Just considering how they play off of, seeing Kesnet on the other side. If there wasn't much noise after that, it could be a hit on the other side. Just all of the things EG is thinking based on seeing one
Still might be able
person
to
we're
do this. The
seeing as they
rotate
use their
is
utility.
very much
Off
in.
the
They heard
actual play,
a lot of this
the
sound.
spike is still
and the
milling about
rotate is
under
damn.
arcade as we see Davies coming back up, whether he's going to meet with the team or not here.
30 seconds
It was a
left.
pivot towards the A site from a weapon pickup and then a turret getting shot from both ends of the A site.
Where's the gun?
There's a slow rotation from
Mouse?
EG out there. They
Still
push
really
forward
low
take
to get
control of
on the
tree, but
site and
Crew is
plant
slowly,
itself.
Once again, moving out from the arcade side. Ethan getting hit by a fault line. After
Oh.
shot to push him out too.
10 seconds
Hits
left.
off here by Klaus. 7 seconds left.
Wow, this one's
Commons
actually
looking for the
doable.
shock darts right into the spot.
Planted.
And Jogmo's fighting on the flanker. Full moving in close with the shorty. Jogmo's able to get that kill. Showstopper available, might be used, and there it comes.
Hey, they at least
Just to
got
try
the
to get
ult out of
back
them.
into the
Klaus
site,
could
misses
still
the
win this,
satchel as he
but...
moves
Enemy
forward.
remaining.
Oh, I mean,
Not
not
even
now.
need it. It's just to instill fear. While Demon One
Exactly.
comes in to get those 2 kills. And EG take the lead by 2 rounds.
Van Silly, you said that just
They'll
even
be kind of
today
happy
or
that they got a
series
plant
ago.
down.
You
They
wanna
got some
see the
orbs into this
showstopper.
round. They
Yeah, a
did
little
some
bit more.
okay
Add
damage
the
in
pressure,
terms of
right?
2
Having a
armor
giant
rebuys and
rocket
2
on your
guns,
arm
and
is pretty freaky for everybody
and
else.
they got
You
the
actually see there, Dogmo
Raze all out.
switches off it
I would
to
say
then again
overall
use- or
that's
again use
Crew are
his
going to
vandal.
see that
So
one as a win.
Really nice use of the pressure there. Like you said, didn't even have to use it anyways.
Yeah.
If he really did have to fire it off. But Crew with the timeout. Sort out how to use 4 ultimates now under their belt as they come into this round. The only one they're missing is the showstopper. So this is going to be big. Potter probably saying the same
When
thing.
do you want to see the
Prepare for this.
Fnatic buy?
Be on your toes. This is going to be a
Yeah,
big
you kind
one.
of
A lot
commit
the
to it.
rounds
They
Crew
have
has
quite
tried
a
to
few
facilitate
protocols that
have
they do for
started at
sure.
arcade, seeing how much room
But like
they
you
can get
can
or
roughly
out of
just
this fight
do
between
it
what
all the
is,
time, and then when you have
Jogamo,
3,000, you buy
Demon and Com, or
heavy.
sort of that Jogamo and Com and one other. So maybe this fight towards arcade is something we still see. Or
But they have
a main
certain
extremity.
rounds that maybe
Top
people would
side
buy
of the map,
heavy on
Satellite has only
as
seen a
well.
bit here. So the
That I've
map
noticed.
has been played out by Crew on the offensive side, and EG seems to be setting up right.
I also like the
So
difference.
they have, like, a lot of protocols for it. It's
Sova
actually
from Com
pretty-
versus that Faye from Klaus.
pretty well
Both of them,
thought
by the
out.
way, at the top of the scoreboard for their respective teams. But they are definitely using a lot.
But I'm
of
definitely
these
seeing like
hunts to
this.
really clear
I think this
towards the
game's like a
arcade
prime
very
example
quickly
at the
for
moment because
Crew.
they're both
The only thing that
using
happens after that, though, is that
they're
EG
both
has
using
great
heavy.
utility from Jogamo
And you
and from
just see
Ethan just to push them
one,
back and keep
like teams
them
are snowballing
from
really
even
hard in
moving
this one,
forward,
right? You're seeing crazy
into the
strong
arcades,
halves,
forcing
especially in the
them to
first
go
2
down,
maps.
forcing Crew to make mistakes into the sites, and that's where
You
the
just have
solo
to eco
can
so
actually still
much
come in
more.
quite big for EG, because if you're
Like
going
even
for those
it's,
last minute
I think it's
hits,
only
and you're
like
doing
in terms of
smokes
everything,
into
it's
the
only like
sites and you're
5% or
moving
something.
in,
You're doing
you
more
have an
ecos, but
opportunity to
it
make
just
Ethan
means that
flash with a recon dart into sight,
there's
and
like
it
2
comes like that
rounds
Cypher play,
also in
trying to
a
get trap
game
kills through the smoke,
extra that you
prevent
can
the
buy
opponent
pretty
from
much,
really
or
moving in.
maybe even 2
We
and a
haven't
half.
really seen that yet coming out from
Or just have like
from EG,
hero
was really
guns,
needed
makes
as
a
of
big
yet,
difference.
because the aggression that they've been really bringing into the fights have been helping them out to get these 5 rounds so far.
Yeah, feeling free to step forward and cover each other. And that's basically how the Ethan round
Tokyo
came to
top
be,
3.
as he walks away with 1 HP on that. Operator for Boostio here on the Killjoy.
Who would have to
Against
put in there
all
from
of
Americas.
these ultimates. Look at that. Kesnet up front, giving the team a pep talk. Turns, and they're prepared.
By the way, during the timeouts, or during the tech pause,
I'm
John
not sure, actually.
used one of his satchels by accident, so he has one less. So let's see how that's gonna pan
Oh my
out.
goodness.
So far, that's not the storyline. It's Melzer getting the
Yeah,
opening
it's
kill on
very early
Boostio.
to predict that. Putting a gay cop in there.
So close.
Winner? I don't know, I'm definitely
Like you
leaning
said,
towards
EG's
Fnatic
pushing
doing a
up to figure out
back-to-back.
where these situations are happening, and on
Kind of
top
think
of the
DRX might
tripwire
be
is
able to.
Dogamo, waiting for the team to. Oh, okay.
I'm
Sounds
enjoying watching them with.
Swings across.
No, he doesn't die there. Nice.
I'm enjoying them with Foxy.
Open sight. And the second ping now open sight on B. Time for KRU to move in.
Wow, what a bit of a slip up there by Jogamo. This is going to be a good
Yeah,
round
but
for
they
KRU.
they
Nice
very
to
much
get in.
need this.
Only have to
Like,
worry
see them
about
planning
3
ahead.
guns here,
If
so
they
may
can
not
win
even be
this,
able to
keep
flawless.
They're saving this for
5
sure.
alive, and have all these
Flawless
ults,
round
it
to
would
come
be
through. They
massive.
quickly switch that up, and what felt like EG doing the push-up, having the advantage here, they get caught off guard, and you can't really call for it. You can't call for that, right?
No.
Just the timing of it, and a quick flick there by Nags to make sure this round did not go out of control, because that could easily be much different.
Yeah, you definitely had one of those rarer rounds where you were defaulting back towards the south side of the map here for KRU, and EG tried to take advantage of that, putting an off into Boostio, trying to get an early lane cover into tree from Boostio, and gets caught instantly trying to peek down.
It was funny, as we went into this Van Silly, we said there's 4 ults
All right,
for
well.
KRU. There's nearly 4 ults for KRU as they're waiting on Kesnitz here.
It's a perfect round for
only
them.
1 used on that round, so EG still has to be
One
very
armor
worried
to
about how
rebuy.
these play out.
Yeah.
They're going to be facing a lot of firepower here. 3-2. Looks like they're keep on to that right. Both initiators on B here for Evil Geniuses, so definitely a style of retake play that they're looking for. Usually you don't keep your initiators up for the early fight unless
That might be
we're
why
gonna
they
get,
win.
right, an Ethan or a Com peek off stairs.
There was a lot of pressure happening towards this dish.
Money's starting to
also
get
towards
low
Arcade.
here, so definitely want to see
Recon
smokes
darts
on
being
that
set
one.
up here by Com to clear up that north side. Fault line coming in from both ends. And it's a Hunter's Fury that hangs out 3 players with the Recon dart, looking for the kill. Gets it up to Klaus. Meanwhile, we're pushing
That
up
was
towards
cool.
the north side too. It's being watched by Melzer. Walking away, and EG wants to give that up. They want to play to player's advantage, playing passively towards
That's
the B side so we can
one of the
retake
big
here
ults down as
on the
well.
plant.
In this call for the push north side, all of the utility for Nags is
One of the
on
ults
that
down.
bottom
Good
side of the
info.
map.
Keep an
If
eye on
they
this push
continue
that's
here for
happening
EG,
as
they
well.
can gain some great
Yeah, they took a lot
ground.
of space with this.
And I think Jogamo's going to figure that out. It's still towards that B site. Still going to be a full retake, but they may have some decent positioning here to come around Arcade. Spike planted.
wait, what?
The 4v4 here as we retake. 2 stairs, 2
That's free
tower.
smoke, right?
Interesting for a KRU. It can easily be snuffed out here.
Bomb buddy out.
Kesnet got to kill 3 smokes, so that's Ethan a fall of 4 versus 4. Ouch. Yeah, those pain
disgusting
shells,
nade.
they're definitely going to hurt. Ult coming out across.
Yeah.
The lineup from Jogimo. Catch them
Holy
both.
hell. That's most
Both
definitely
ults the
worth
attack,
on that
not
one.
wasted. The retake
Vision
attempt
blocks.
for EG.
Demon has
A 2
another
versus
smoke
2.
for
It's
this
the
as well,
last 2
so
players of
Vision.
KRU
Oh, okay,
are
yeah.
playing outside
I like
the
that.
site at long.
Played this well.
Satchel's in. The trap wire hit.
Not half.
The satchel
Last
not allowing
player
that plant to happen. And it's right through the smokes.
Damn,
KRU
okay.
fights
Nicely
back with
handled
the last
still.
2 players. It's Kesnet and Nags to tie up the game 5-5.
Is that Kesnet coming through for a quick kill on the smoke
Yeah,
there
all of the
before
util was
retake
really good,
initially
huh?
happens?
Cheeky.
Somebody stepped through that smoke and got a pivotal
The
frag
smoke
on the
kinda
round.
helped them a little
Absolutely
bit at the
cheeky.
beginning,
You don't-
right?
You expect for everybody to
He
be
satcheled them
outside
off
the
at the
site,
beginning.
no peeks through smoke until the defuse tap comes through, but you need everything. You need to play the tricks, and that was a pivotal kill to take that round away from Evil Genius's retake. Smokes and all were down, and it looked very much in favor of EG. A timeout gets called here. 5-5 here in our first half as we continue to go back and forth in the rounds, Van Silly. Even with a big push towards the top side of the map, KRU is still moving quick enough and sure enough to their positions that these flanks from EG aren't really affecting them yet. So I feel like EG either needs to eventually get something out of those pushes and not be okay with just silence, you know, or stay in the sights and not push.
maybe you'd be okay with that silence at least for now.
I think Priest is doing
early
some of
pressure
them.
that's coming out from KRU towards the arcade.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good pressure coming back.
Just a
and we
crumb
mentioned
of
before,
replays.
The fight that comes out from Ethan,
Just
but
a
he had
little-
support from
just a little
Jogamo, not just
taster.
the Hunted Fury with that. So if they continue to do that and really push KRU back and run that clock down, as we mentioned before, then with the last minute hit this time to hit towards the B site, could be denied now by Demon One's orbital strike. But I mean, that's a lot of layers that have to come through, and you have to have the perfect call into this, and you're looking at
Definitely
KRU,
a good time to pause because
leaning towards the arcade push.
their buy after
It's
this
the
isn't going to
Southside
be
default
great.
again.
It's super different. How many rounds now for the last 4 or 5 rounds? So KRU going back here. I think they stopped because EG was putting so much pressure here. You saw Jogamo and the rest of the team popping out and trying to fight this the whole time. Got to expect it again.
Yeah.
There's Jogamo to get in their face. So yeah, they say no, never mind, it's still there. Gonna go for a rope ride all the way
Okay,
across.
so early pressure shown here.
Satellites covered right now, so
Boombot
a little
goes in.
safer on this one. They
They
won't
all
find
take
anybody
the rope.
waiting for them on that side. Camera to cover on their arcade. And we're gonna get a top side hit here. This has been pretty beneficial for KRU on their ability to get into the site from this backside arcade.
And same execution and difficult part right now is that you have a nightmare, so playing this B Heaven is gonna be quite dangerous for Boostio. A spray across.
Wow.
Demon One gets the frag out to Davies. A great start.
It's a big kill as well.
So just waiting to see if there's gonna be more noise. Booster's just winning across. Nagzet with the lurk.
Uh-oh.
About to catch Calm.
Trick shot.
Jargamo comes under the drop. The flash to put Nagzet away.
Dude,
Pings are coming across.
Raze
And we're playing it safely.
might
Push and pull all the
get a
time
good
here.
timing.
Another lurk
That's
on the other
unlucky.
extremity, now spotted by Demon
30
One.
seconds left.
It
That
pulls
pulls the
away
rotate.
Ethan, and there's that
Yeah.
nightfall
Fatal
inside the
hits.
A site. Spokes now
Nice
to
nade.
leave Jogamo on an island, but an orbital strike slows down that push. Nagzet
keep an eye on the time.
and
20.
Shresek Kesden has to come up huge now from the A main. There's only 14 seconds left on the clock. The drop comes down. Looking for the second. The spike
10
falls.
seconds left.
Pain shells now coming in. Ethan's just trying to survive. Run that clock down.
Nice, he's
And
down.
support from
What
Demon
is with today and everyone
And
surviving on
EG.
1 HP?
You regain the
Last
lead.
round before the switch.
Vans, you called it there. EG seeing Kesnet at B made Ethan start to rotate. And he was all the way in spawn. When this hit started happening, he still dove as fast as he could to under drop to make that play. It looks super sketchy, but Demon One also assisted with the orbital strike
Exactly,
to
yeah.
allow that positioning to come in. Really
Demon?
snuffing out
Dude,
KRU's
I
hit
think
on
he's
that
great.
take. Beautifully done.
He looks really good.
EG having to call the audible there. And nice
Seems
fake
like
by
he can
KRU.
flex
Almost clicked.
pretty
Almost
decently
clicked
as
there.
well.
Now to bottom side, it's a pretty good W. Turbo off the gates from KRU.
Feels like deja vu. Walking up here, trying to make that turret, but it misses. We're spraying back from EG. This time the storyline differs a bit into the round, or differs a bit into this round, because that turret's still up, and it's KRU deciding to go back underpass to meet up for an arcade hit.
Early smokes from Demon One. You see this deeper smoke a little bit towards the attacker spawn to deny, and then a close.
Man, EG really just
rushing.
never wanted to pressure dish. Like,
using those
at all. We
as
had
soon
one
as
late
possible
push
to
from them.
delay KRU's
Also,
speed.
KRU kind of never really fought it. This was
Looking for
kind of
some
a free
darts,
area
looking for the
majority
util,
of these
and
rounds
it's coming in.
for whoever
Easy to
decided that
defend
they
B now.
wanted to walk in.
Busio's pinging for that recon dart. Eventually,
Missed him.
when it hits about to come in. But this is just noise for now. Busio getting the spike carrier down. A
Damn.
second one with the flick onto Melzer. Haunt finally spots him, and that allows Kesnet to get the kill. Satchel in, Naxon on the lurk. The hat then comes out. The 3 versus 3. Now Calm is alone
30 seconds
inside A,
left.
getting pushed.
He's got
from
good
this
timing
fade.
again over
House
towards-
is looking for the backstab. And the aftershock to try to push Kesnet away. And there is that lurk.
Huge.
There is that backstab. And the last 2 players that were spotted by the neural theft of EG are trying to move back in for the fight. Fault line did into spawn. A tap onto the spike. Jogamo looking at both angles. Oh, misses the first, but gets a showstopper. Gets a low range. Hits it.
No way.
EG get the defuse on the 1 versus
Looks like
1,
he
the
looks
long
like he's
range.
round the corner. How is that one
Somehow
killing?
That rocket in his life flashed before his eyes.
How is that one
And it's gonna
killing?
be EG winning
a
the
nice
half
ult,
by
though.
2 rounds.
This first kill, it made me think that there was a mistiming from KRU. right? To see Davies just sitting there looking up at what was
he had to run
B
forwards
Main's
into the
job
corner
when they
already.
come up the stairs.
He had to
So
run
a little
into this one.
mistiming there allowed Busio just to look over, take it out, end that round 7-5. Dash Desk, what do you guys think of that first
It's a
half?
very good recovery from EG.
I'll be honest, Riv, at this point, we're just sitting here enjoying all the action. About as close a half as you can get. Yes, 7-5. It's the heat-seeking missile there at the end of the half that does give EG a small round advantage, but really, these teams are going tit for tat at the moment.
They really are. I think, honestly, the util that I've seen from Jogamo is what's impressed me the most. He got like 4 paint shell kills that half. That was really cool to see. Com's darts getting a lot of value. The one Riv pointed out in Canteen was really cool to see. And then his ult play topside. KRU was really down to have these battles, though. They were down to just waste util at the chokes in these skirmishes and then just enter the sites dry and try to trade the kills. And honestly, it worked pretty well, Athena.
Yeah, I mean, all these rounds looked kind of crazy, kind of chaotic, but it did usually work out towards the end. Like the amount of util that was being dumped in order to get any control of any part of the sites, the mains, the chokes, the retakes, the post hunts, everything, every single time there was a
it's
ton
definitely,
of util
replays are
being
definitely
used.
noticeable.
And all the time, you know, not necessarily being used in benefit, but there were still plays, little micro plays being made off of them, and allowing
The Sova, I
individuals
think
to kind
the
of
Sova
pop
should be
off
fine
and
on attack, yeah.
play the way
There's
that they
enough
normally
areas of the
do,
map that are
play and,
open.
like, perform, and I think that that's something that was really, really fun to watch for sure. Definitely a little chaotic to watch, but fun.
But chaos is fun to watch, right? I mean, that's what we live for as viewers. Coaches maybe might think a little differently, right? You know, they're like, hey, can we please get a little bit more like consistent, some form to our to the chaos that's going on here? Either way, KRU's going to have to fight back from a small deficit here on the defensive half, but nothing that's insurmountable. And based on what we saw them do on Ascent, I think it's entirely possible that they could get it done. I think Kesnit's a person that I'm looking at because he had another slow start early in the half here on that raise.
And with the Raze Fade Breach, A main should be really easy for KRU to dominate all half. But I don't have much experience with drones coming
The
through.
Sova, no, I actually think there's a
honestly,
good
Kyle
amount
might
that
be
you
able to
could
take
do.
that from him.
Yeah, look, end of the day, we're just here to enjoy the battle between two teams that feel like they have taken the gloves off, and they are throwing haymakers, trying to get a win on the board here and start to climb up the standings. It's Evil Geniuses and KRU one last time as we head back onto Fracture with Vansili and Riv at the helm.
That's right, Dash. Both teams right now just throwing the gloves away. Fist fights pretty much into the last rounds of this belt. For one of these teams to finally
that's right.
come out the
I was
victor to
thinking,
get
I was
the
like,
first
I was trying to
victory
think of the pistol
in the
then. I was
VCT
just like,
Americas.
who
It's
on
between
earth won this
EG and
pistol?
KRU, and it cannot be any closer than this.
Gotta start somewhere. There's a lot of the teams up at the top of that table. You gotta take tabs from, learn from. But right
it's
now,
fast. Everyone's
EG's done their
smoked out. They've
homework
got a
here.
kill
They have
trip on the
7-5
site.
First half and an aggressive start to half number 2. Can they get the pistol this time?
Just breaking out util if we can here. Oh, even a camera to ping one. As it's
Yeah,
staying on the
come on,
outside.
no way.
Steven still
Like,
gets
come
a
on,
plant, though.
dude, bro.
It doesn't matter here at this point because EG's now playing the pulse plant. Com rotating even on the other end. Busio playing close out. In the open and vulnerable to a canteen push. Nags it, then moving forward, and still Busio manages to get a pick there. Numbers are dwindling down towards this A site. Demon just trying to bait his opponents. The hot that comes out, but it doesn't matter. He still gets that frag onto Davies. Dance it across. Com gets caught with a shock dart in his hands. A nice little fault line that comes through, but it's still gonna be Com on a 2 versus 1, but cannot get it. Shock dart almost did some damage to allow the assist for the kill. But it's still KRU that will come in for the defuse.
Honestly, honestly, with what I saw, they didn't. I mean, EG didn't deserve to win this pistol. That is absolutely criminal.
So when Nags could then identify Com
That
in
was
this situation,
absolutely
the 2 players
criminal.
on site can worry about only tower. That's all they needed to do. Then they worry about B main. That camera that KRU just used allowed them to sort out the site perfectly. It's the little things that they're using to get the advantage. Play towards B here, we could see from EG. Top side is going to be held up.
Can't believe what I'm watching.
With this 4-1 now for EG,
like,
since they don't
dude.
have the cipher to stay away from that. Or
Shocking.
get away from
Okay.
people, I should say.
And while it's slow here for EG, you gotta say that was a nice little attempt for EG.
Oh yeah.
With that plant
Do you know what even made it? Do you know what made it even worse? They're walking around.
Down towards Long B, but
Sorry to just go in on this hard, but they're walking around. He walks over, he finds the kill trip. He shoots the kill trip because he knows that they're playing off-site trying to get kills. That's why he's walking for the kill trip. So it's like he's aware. Does he just...
For sure, 100%. A little push
I got
here.
nothing.
I think Boostio is now going to alert crew at A.
I got
little bit of
literally
action,
nothing
and
in
the B
his
hit will come
defense.
in.
The only thing I have for
So
his
he does get his
defense is
smoke.
that he doesn't understand how
It doesn't
early
feel like they're buying it
No,
though. Look at
he-
the rotation
I
from
don't know.
Davies. He's like, I don't think so. Yeah, they killed
doesn't know
Boostio,
how
and they're
early
over for the
it
rotate.
pings you or something. Like,
trying to get a play, at least to catch some players off guard inside spawn. The crew just too strong, play more passively, playing the off angle. At least we get a plant down. That's good for EG moving into the next round. Some damage being done on top of that with some right clicks, close range at the
Damn,
generator.
dude.
Almost even a third kill. But
right, good damage done from EG
in a
though.
span of like what, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
We're already tied up 7-7.
Cash monies. So pistol round again for crew.
Yeah, don't get.
second
Man,
one.
I'm telling you, sometimes they're just trying to get me.
Judge there for Melzer. Probably see
They-
him
they
back
decide to
in
do that.
tower area, if not playing towards A.
And then the next round we see some
What are the buys?
crazy
Team
long
one
range
already on
judge
that
tech.
ult. Focus in the orbs. Seems like
They're really
each,
just trying to get to
Orbital
me.
Strike is going to be a big player here for the side of Evil Geniuses in their rounds. Demon One getting plants and
You need
taking
to see a
orbs, taking
slow
names.
controlled
Melzer's
tap
one
there.
away too.
You see that range there?
Cross with
3
arcade
shots,
focus
easy.
here from Crew. They're just going to allow Nags to play Cypher in A.
The old
And
judge,
I
2
love
shots.
the play of Melzer. You keep your brim in mid, smoke
Especially if
either
they didn't
side.
have armor.
Easy peasy. Melzer starts to move.
I'm
now
pretty
to
sure
one
you
side.
could do
Maybe
that in
he's
2
just
shots
chilling,
of no
actually.
armor, to be honest. Mm.
There.
Here's this push. Spike is in a very scary spot, Vansili.
Yeah. Well, Ethan hears all of that.
Uh-oh. This is...
Still playing the
Uh-oh.
off angle here. First kill onto Kesnet.
nice spot,
we'll
though.
get support from Jogamo right
Yeah,
after. From
the only reason
satchel.
I was nervous because that was the...
Turns out to be pretty
was the
good.
spike.
Fault line to stun Ethan, but that's a bait here to allow
Love
Jogamo to
that we
potentially
came
get
back
the
to
kill
help him on this
onto
one.
Klaus,
I thought the idea was kind of cool
but only
from
some love
Crew.
taps coming in.
Okay.
The idea there to
So,
get in a shock dart to push
reason why he's
opponents
using the
back
shock
from
there
the
is he
arcade.
heard it, but he couldn't find out exactly
Still
where it
works.
was, so
Crew
he
still
shocked.
decided to fall back
He shocked
into
the
the
cam
round,
at the top.
which will now initiate a 3-2 split, a hit into the A site. Wow. All that util moving inside the A site. Deep smokes too. Into the spawn and also towards Sands.
All right. Mostly a Sands retake here, Vansili. They're waiting for the smokes to come down, and they go.
The fall line is going to stun Boostio. Now the first contact hit by the judge, but Demon 1 is there right behind for the crossfire. The bonus round looks really good here for EG. Managing
Okay.
to survive the round with 4 players.
Let's see what this 4x is like. Only 1 death into this one, so
Orbital
EG pretty
strike,
happy with that.
Hunter
They got
Fury
some
up for the
ult
next
online.
round
Oh, they
here
have
as
2
they
ults
take
online as
Crew
well. This
on
is
the
very nice
bonus.
for the big buy round.
We could see dueling orbital strikes and a really nice retake with Demon able to come around there from the back of, or I should say the start of A main, knowing that there would be an entry from that Sands area. It's the little things that the teams are setting up here to pull away.
Big round from
Credits
Crew.
definitely not in favor of Crew here, so this becomes a
Big
big
important round for them.
Right here.
Last
Chat,
one's
did we
Evil
find out if they
Geniuses,
won
so on
first
top of those
pistol?
credits
They
you
won
see
both
for Crew,
pistols,
they get
right? And
2400 if they
it's
lose this one.
8-7.
Could be
Deploying
tough.
drone.
Little push up here. Kesnet's going to be forced back by the
Damn,
drone.
that's
Usually
mad.
that's the fight. That's just guiding lights, fault lines, and pushing. But here you have the safety of a drone to keep everyone alive.
And it's an orbital strike, a fault line, trying to potentially play a contact. It's just quiet. There's no aggression really coming out from...
Okay, Kesnet managed to get the orb, so he's now 1 away.
There it is.
And they fully left it and got the ult out of the man recon, so that's kind of nice. Keep an eye on the
really trying to
Killjoy.
predict
It's
what each other
lurking.
are doing.
They now know about the
Like, there's
Killjoy.
so much escape room
Does
for
that
an
pull
orbital
any
strike there,
rotate?
but
Shouldn't do,
the
but
teams are so sure
good
what they're about
information
to run.
over
I
towards
love it.
Tree,
You'd
nothing.
really
And
like
they
to
have
see
a
the
tripper
confidence
as
in
well.
these plays, even if they're not working.
And EG still knows that there's a stack
This is nice from
towards this
EG
A site
though.
because of that
They
Aerodrome
broke
before.
the cam,
Saw
they
that
made
fade,
loads of
heard the
noise
footsteps towards
to
A
A
long,
main, and
and
they
they
just
also
cut
got
sound,
hit by
right?
a
Just
fault line
making
out
sure
from
that they
Davies.
think they could be
Yet
going
they
back.
still wanna
Maybe
go
this
for the
dude could be
kill.
That's
lurking.
what I was thinking.
Right? They're making sure that
They
all the
have not
information they've
turned away
denied
from this battle.
can
Rotation slowly
Can be used to the
coming in.
best.
Not rotation, sorry, that lurk.
Instead of potentially what we saw
As
earlier.
we see Boostio move
Oh
on.
boy.
Hunter's Fury gets the ping, the kill onto Kesnet. And it's left and right, back and forth, a 3 versus 3. Davies inside the site, forcing out Boostio from the aftershock.
Wow, he's been good though today, and that was incredible.
30-second initiation on that. It's exactly what that round was. Not enough information was grabbed after the second re-hit. 30-second hit. 3K Boostio. Stops it. Look at that. Look what I did, Mom!
Looks at a crowd. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Oh, put that one on the fridge. There's a play. 9-7 now for EG.
And it forces him down to eco.
Locked down to a few more ultimates, so EG can force the fake here. But topside, KRU's looking to get antsy, trying to pepper with these sheriffs.
Even if
That eye looked kind of cool if it works.
She's probably loving that one too.
Yep.
Speaking
Okay,
of which,
nice.
Boostio is waiting
What's the
for
reaction?
just by the ropes. Something
Good
very
reaction,
standard now
nice
to Killjoy.
recon with this. I actually
Seeing
kind
that
of
there's
like
a
the
push and
soap
a
at the
pinch coming in
moment.
from the north side.
That gave
All
them
of EG
so,
now
that's a
running
sick
through
recon for this
a plan for
reaction.
B main.
Gives them so much early information.
It's looking pretty clean. Pretty easy for these kills. Support coming out. Only one player falling down for the attack side. Davies way behind on a rotate. But definitely doing the econ damage. Dying from Spike. Dying from a player.
Yeah.
Is what he wants. Allowing him to get the Rolling Thunder into the next round. Jogamo moving close. And a duel is won here for EG.
Get another buy round here.
Right. So we're at the
KRU
point
kind of have
where one
to
team lets the other get a few
win
rounds
something.
before they come
Not
back.
getting many of these buy rounds.
Time
Money's
is
out of
still here,
control.
everyone. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. 10-7 here. KRU calls the timeout.
Dude, I
I'm
actually
kinda
kind of liking this over, to be
Only
honest.
kinda.
They've had some pretty good stuff with
And
it.
yeah, they have to figure something out. 3 rounds down now. They're going to be at max loss, so 3,400 for some of them if they lose this round and don't have guns. This is imperative. EG can roll over the economy into a win pretty easily here if it comes through, especially with the ultimates they might be able to counter with. What are we thinking, Vans? We have had EG pushing some extremities towards satellite. Never really down towards B main, but the arcade hold has been there as well. I don't think KRU
Is the 1 week
has
timeout
really
in
figured
effect yet?
out what
I'm
EG is
not
doing
going to
each
tell
round
anyone when
enough
it's in
to
effect.
then
Someone's
proceed.
just going to
I
receive
like
a
the
1
plays,
week.
though. We do see that they're using the orbital strikes to move forward. They're running their own protocols. It's not a situation of them being controlled by EG. It's just I don't think KRU is getting the play that they want with the defense they're setting up.
Yeah. EG are definitely slower than KRU has been, at least for the first few seconds
they are.
into the round. when the
Doesn't know how
barriers
to
come
shoot
up.
darts. It
You
can
see
be
the differences
pretty
there for
hard
KRU.
on a map where you
Instant
don't
pushes
know
from
where the
Arcade,
most common
EG,
darts are
slow
and you have
defaults.
land sound. It's a little bit
So
harder.
for me, looking at KRU on this defense, trying to get Klaus on this fade to find this information early into round is going to be really important. Where maybe if you don't want to,
The highest rank in league I ever got. I had diamond promos and I lost them, and then I just gave up with that game.
Anywhere, this combination of
I
Kevin and
got too
Davies
annoyed.
could be very, very deadly.
Guarding here.
Keep an eye on Calm. How much Calm provides for the team here? We heard the desk talking about it, what the darts do, so just under 1 minute and we'll see another recon bolt there. Using it right away to get it back as
early
soon as
aiming
possible
control.
for the information. And not...
What role do I play?
Boostio
Just
where they
Nidalee
buy
everywhere.
guns. They're actually
Nidalee,
gonna call Boostio back over here, so this may be a
middle,
turret recall as
Nidalee
well.
jungle. Just non-stop
Feel
Nidalee.
like they get pushed down the north side, so they all get together here.
Big one trick.
Traps
They
are
got rid of
there.
my Nidalee, Blitzcrank.
Underneath will be for lockdown. Doesn't look like there's any way truly to destroy this right now from the side of KRU.
Like,
so
no
this is
joke.
just gonna be a
I'm
push out of
talking
B.
like
But KRU's
2,000
rotating
games
around.
on
They can be
Nidalee.
happy about this.
This is going to be very important. Calm's position right here.
He's
Uh-oh.
been showing up.
It's not being washed. Gets the first kill, so that's no showstopper. Does get the second and support from Demon.
The setup was nice on this one. Damn, that was the big KRU buy. They got absolutely wrecked.
How is it always Demon? He is there every time you
Yeah,
think
they had a
somebody's
nice
gonna
setup
be
on
in
this
a
one.
sticky situation. Here comes the
this
extra
feels
frag
fully
from
done.
Demon. That's another
This is
round we see
actually
that happening.
kinda
Just right place, right time.
insane
They-
considering they
EG
got
is
both pistols.
synergizing their defense
Oh, yeah.
and control of the flank. That could be so big the way that played out. And there's Demon. Cleaning up the last two. Com's calling for more. Let's go!
It's a huge difference from last week when you're watching him smash his desk. Not landing the shots that he wants to this week, getting all of this utility, getting the flank kills, getting that support, even kills on Hunter's Fury.
Yeah.
He's been playing lights out here in the series and continuing to disrupt the A site with his utility.
And a super safe clear from Drone. I think it's one of the big ones because
yeah, and that's that's created a lot of pressure over towards it.
They're getting in the site with more members, and they're really working off each other.
It's nice that the drone reaches all the way around here. Okay, question mark cleared.
They lose numbers on the way in, and they do not have the imperative.
They feel like they just cleared this. Prowler isn't the best. Doesn't go around the corner.
Here it just seems to all be falling into place. Timings, util, protocols, and moving around crew. This time, crew might have an answer for what's going on with the stack towards B, but it's still just Sheriff's Vansili.
Exactly. The more the time dwindles down,
good nade.
The more it might be doable here with the util and the ults coming out from the defenders. Crew. It's a 4-on-4 as EG still makes it inside the site.
30 seconds
a safe
left.
plant. So all of EG has to
Such
play
a hard
in here.
retake.
Finally,
They can
the smoke
somehow get
dissipates.
the.
Just holding here
I mean,
with the
how do
fault
you
line.
retake this with these guns?
That allows Calm to swing out to get the first frag. Being shot down by Davies, forced to fall back, still into security.
Oh, just
Now
haven't
we have
gone
the
up too
positioning
much.
on the pulse plant. Crew's not looking too good here for the retake with the lower weaponry. Pulse range judged, denied. Playing the distance now.
One enemy remaining.
And that's Melzer. Stuck inside the site. Leaning out now for the kill. And
All right,
EG
5 chances.
are now at map and series point.
All right, Vansili, one away from locking in their first win at Valorant Americas for VCT. It's taking a bit.
Ensuring IGL.
It's taking a reconfiguration.
Is it
of
playing
the
Duelist or
composition,
playing like
right,
Angel
of
plays
who's
it?
playing, how they're playing,
Like Duelist,
who
I
can
guess
flex
the
onto
same.
what.
Enemy remaining.
And just now one round
It's a little
away
bit
as
harder.
Crew back onto weapons. 3
Because a lot of the
ultimates.
Duelist on the
Decent
defense you're
buy for
playing
themselves as
op.
well. You can see
So
these last few rounds, just another day at the office for EG. They found a groove. It's for a Crew to now break that groove, pushing down B. A hold by utility coming in from Nags. And the spams are coming out.
On an op on the attack.
Yeah.
It's a very intriguing one here.
It's, they have money too. It's like, why not try an op round? We can still buy next round. It's like they have coupons on the side of EG right now.
Yeah.
Just so many credits after these wins.
But the thing is, everything's been working so well, and how they were just holding
That
slow,
goes
moving
defense
their team with the
on
rifles, and now you're
Duelist.
using an
You're
operator.
talking for like defense on bind.
Lucio's
It's more
waiting
just
here.
where a lot of teams
Pushing
do that.
down.
Like when you
This
have
is
an
the
op,
shot.
you say where
There's
you
a
want to
Saber
go.
also coming out on the defense side, but it's EG
They're there.
fighting back on the Rolling Thunder, and it's a 5 versus 2. Melzer and Nags
All right.
rotating now towards
This one's
this B
done.
site is only going
This
to be
one's
Melzer.
definitely done. Not catching an interview? Nah, not a chance, man.
Gotta
I
make
need
a
to
heroic play.
get
From
as
one
much,
smoke to
as
another.
many minutes in as I can.
Timing out. The miss on the spray.
Yeah,
And
Crew
Com's
definitely
looking
maybe
to
getting a
control
bit exposed on
5v1.
this map as well. 0-2 in
This will be
terms of the
biggest
pistols,
clutch
7
in the
rounds.
VCT history.
That's pretty bad.
Hunter's Fury 2. Just to find Nags at somewhere.
I liked a lot of EG stuff on this though.
Sneaks through now from Canteen. Sees a spike in his eyes.
We saw enough variation
Just
from
too
the Sova
strong
that
now
it
for
actually looked
EG
kind
on
of
the hold.
decent.
Manages the first kill, and the spray then comes in for Jogimo.